Today's morning coffee vinyl side. Andy Williams, Days of Wine and Roses and Other TV Requests, 1963. 1963 was a big year for Andy Williams. Fresh off the first season of his hit television variety show, which ran from 62 to 71, a full year into a new marriage, and approaching what I'd consider his creative peak, he dropped this album, which climbed to the #1 spot on Billboard's top LP charts, where it remained for 16 consecutive weeks, securing Williams his first gold record, only to see his 1962 album Moon River and Other Great Movie Themes achieve the same award a month later. Now, this is Andy's fourth or fifth appearance on Morning Coffee Vinyl Side, and of all the albums of his that we've spun so far, this one is perhaps my favorite. And it starts out very, very strong, with a 1-2 punch of Falling in Love with Love and I Left My Heart in San Francisco. It then moves on to an intense, jazzed-up version of You Are My Sunshine. It really cooks and swings, but it's a bit odd, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Although some might find him, in general, a little too Sinatra derivative, Williams sings with conviction here that shows he was still very hungry and had something to prove. Now, I know my mother liked Andy Williams. The previous albums of his that we played here were all hers. Yet I still find the appeal a bit odd because I can't figure out what she specifically was vibing on. Handsome, sure. Lots of singers were handsome. But Andy's not dark-haired, and we know she liked him dark-haired and handsome. And I don't even think it was the handsome thing anyway, because there's a famous story in our family, one that I've heard countless times, usually told by my father whenever we had family or friends gathered at the house. Apparently one day, my father asked my mother if she thought he was handsome. And she paused and replied, "Yes, but not Hollywood handsome." My dad would roar with laughter when he told this. I can safely say I think it wasn't Andy's Hollywood looks that tickled her fancy, but what it was to this day, I still have no idea. Now, the next decade would see Andy through triumph, the birth of his 3 children, and the continued success of his career and related business ventures, and tragedy, which included the assassination of his closest friend, RFK, and the end of his marriage and divorce. But as far as sitting on top of the world goes, 1963 was his big year, and this album, a huge part of that.